So an Islamist Twitch streamer has openly threatened to carry out a terrorist attack at the upcoming August 31st anti-immigration rally in Australia. This shocking footage that was posted on TikTok has already racked up 8,000 likes, a disturbing sign of just how many people are willing to cheer on or endorse this kind of extremist rhetoric. This isn't just a random outburst. This is a direct threat aimed at silencing ordinary Australians who want to exercise their democratic right to protest against mass migration. Instead of being condemned, this video has been celebrated by thousands, and that tells us everything we need to know about the toxic mindset breeding in these online echo chambers. Australians are right to be outraged. Society cannot allow extremism to openly incite violence while hiding behind digital platforms. The message from ordinary people was crystal clear. If you want to bring 7th century barbarism to our streets, then you don't belong here. The bottom line, this isn't about tolerance or diversity. This is about public safety, national security, and protecting our communities from people who openly glorify terror. And if the authorities don't act, then citizens would rightly demand action before it's too late. Guys, have a watch of this video and just have a think if the shoe was on the other foot, the public outrage that we would see. Have a watch.
Everybody talking about the 31st of August. Cuz, let's run it. Niggas ain't scared. Wallah, what do you guys think this is, bro? You guys didn't see what happened in the UK? When the idiot niggas tried to run through and they got popped? Wallah, let's fucking run it. Let's go. Just tell me where we meeting? Nasty niggas, where we meeting? Just tell me what block. Flinders, Wanston, Collins, just let me know so I can plan. I got a pseudo with a switch, ready to just, you know what I mean?
He literally just said, he's inciting it. He said, encouraging such behavior. He also said he's got friends with a switch. For those of you that don't know what a switch is, it's a pistol that basically turns automatic. So bringing weapons to an anti-immigration rally. This is diabolical that we're seeing this guy incite this level of violence. He's basically saying that he wants to carry out a terrorist attack against Australian citizens on the 31st of August. He gave a place, he gave a time, and he said that he's got the equipment of what to do. And as I said, whilst individuals, you get crazy individuals everywhere, 8,000 people liked his post. 8,000 people liked his post. People are in agreement with him. It's absolutely shocking to see, and I can't believe we're seeing this. I can't believe we're seeing this. I just hope that nothing ever comes of this on the 31st of August, and Australians can go out there and actually voice their concerns about mass migration into their nation. Guys, do let me know your thoughts on this down there in the comment section below.
In other news, Nigel Farage has delivered his verdict on a row surrounding Angela Rayner's decision to buy a second home on the Sussex coast for almost £800,000. The Reform UK leader appeared to put up a surprising defence of the Deputy Prime Minister by criticising top Tories over their reaction to her growing property portfolio. Despite Ms Rayner just last week accusing Mr Farage of failing young women by opposing the Online Safety Act, the Clacton MP instead swiped at Shadow Housing Secretary James Cleverly. Speaking at a press conference in Oxfordshire, the Reform UK leader said, "Isn't it funny that the residence that Angela Rayner is living in London is now coming under criticism from James Cleverly? He wasn't complaining when Michael Gove was living there. So it's just party politics. If Angela Rayner had been tremendously successful in business and managed to acquire a property portfolio and done it properly, then jolly good luck to her. This whole sort of hair shirt approach, most of the press want politicians in sackcloth and ashes, would like all of us to vegan and give up drinking. Well, it's not happening here." Ms Rayner owns a property in her constituency of Ashton-under-Lyne, which was purchased for £375,000 in 2016 and is now valued at £650,000. However, Ms Rayner has now added an almost £800,000 property in the Sussex seaside town of Hove, being spotted by neighbours alongside ex-Labour MP Sam Tarry. The Deputy Prime Minister is also given a grace and favour apartment at Admiralty House in London. Mr Cleverly led the Conservative charge against the Deputy Prime Minister over her alleged second home hypocrisy. Angela Rayner is responsible for housing policy, yet she won't even be straight about her own, he said. Time and again she's been asked to declare exactly what properties she owns and where she pays council tax, and time and again she's dodged those questions. We've done everything possible to get answers, but she still refuses to come clean. That matters because this is the same Deputy Prime Minister who's hiked taxes on family homes across the country. If she's not prepared to be open about her own affairs while taxing everyone else, the public will wonder what she has to hide. However, Ms. Rayner's decision to stay at Admiralty House comes after a number of high-profile Conservatives used the apartment during their stints in ministerial office. Ex-Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill used the property while serving as First Lord of the Admiralty between 1911 and 1915 and 1939 and 1940. Former Levelling Up Secretary Michael Gove, who lived at the property despite being the MP for Surrey Heath just 34 miles away, footed the bill at Carlton Gardens when he served in Cabinet. Meanwhile, the Telegraph disclosed that taxpayers have been paying for Ms. Rayner's stay at the central London address, equating to around £2,034 a year for the Grade 1 listed property. Ex-Deputy Prime Minister John Prescott, who Ms. Rayner once described as a Labour legend and personal inspiration, was separately forced to apologise and pay £3,852 of council tax due on the apartment because he had been using it as a primary residence in 2006. However, Mr. Farage's press conference centred around Reform UK's plans to end Britain's Channel crossing crisis. The Clacton MP suggested that a Reform government could deport up to 600,000 migrants living illegally in the UK. Appearing on stage alongside senior Reform UK figure Zia Yusuf, Farage said, "But do we realistically think, Zia, we can deport 600,000 people in the lifetime of the first Parliament?" Mr. Yusuf, who has been crunching the numbers ahead of Reform's deportation announcement, replied, "Totally." Farage shifted the spotlight firmly back to Reform UK's agenda, using the controversy over Angela Rayner's property portfolio as a springboard to outline his party's hardline approach to immigration. While the Deputy Prime Minister faces scrutiny over her Sussex purchase and London apartment, Farage framed the debate as one of political consistency, highlighting what he sees as hypocrisy from senior Tories. At the same time, he pivoted to policy, insisting that a future Reform government could feasibly deport up to 600,000 individuals living in the UK illegally, a figure his team insists is achievable within a single parliamentary term. The episode underscores how property controversies and immigration policy continue to intersect in UK politics, with Farage positioning himself as both critic and policy provocateur. What are your thoughts on what we discussed in today's video? Let me know down in the comments section below. If you've not yet already, make sure you do drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, goodbye.